Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name's Alicia. I love all things makeup, all things beauty. If you're into that kind of thing, I think you would really enjoy my content. I hope that you will stick around and subscribe. Today, we are going to be testing out the full ColourPop new Hocus Pocus collection and creating this makeup look. So if you are interested, then just keep on watching. Gather round, sisters. I am so excited for this collection. Like, I've got multiple Hocus Pocus shirts, home decor. I've already seen this movie like 2 or 3 times already this year. I am so happy that they're coming out with another Hocus Pocus movie with the same cast. Like, y'all, I signed up to be an extra. They're filming in Rhode Island, and I did not even care. If they select me, my ass is out. But anyway, all of that being said, clearly I come into this as like a Hocus Pocus fan. But we are gonna go ahead and get right into it. I got my box. Ooh, let me make sure I don't have that on there. I got my box yesterday in the mail, and I could not wait to film this. So I haven't even opened it yet. So we are gonna crack into this together. Now, I got the whole collection less the black flame candle. And it wasn't like it wasn't actually a black flame, obviously. It was just kind of like a purple candle. And when it was like burning, it kind of looked like blackish purple, you know what I'm saying? But I heard the cast from that candle wasn't that great. So I just skipped out on that. All right, so here we go in all of its glory. Now, when this collection released, the new Coven collection, they also brought back the one from last year. Y'all, I searched everywhere for that collection. I was actually in a meeting when that collection was supposed to launch, and it didn't that first day. And I like continuously kept refreshing my phone. And then whenever it did release, it sold out immediately. I was on the website trying to check out, and it sold out before I could check out. So I literally woke up, I think it was like a Saturday morning, and I traveled to multiple stores to get everything that I wanted from that collection. Now this one, as of right now, some things are still available, but this one sold out too. Not as quickly, but this one definitely, people were interested in as well, and for good reason. I think Hocus Pocus resonates with, people of all ages. It's such a great movie. And it's just one of those things that gets you into the holiday spirit. Now, I will say, when you order from ColourPop, they really package everything well. I have never had anything damaged, knock on wood, come from ColourPop itself. Whereas, like Ulta, I notoriously get stuff that's broken from Ulta and have to return it, or, order it directly from whoever the manufacturer is. So, all of that being said, guys, I'm so excited for this. So, this is one of the pieces in the collection. I Shall Always Be With You. I'm a huge cat lover. My cat is like my baby. And so I had to get the mirror, like regardless, I was going to get this mirror. And here it is. This is what the back of it looks like. My Jeffree Star one that I have is starting to wear out. So this came at like the perfect time, and I could not be happier with this mirror. It's a decent size as well. It's not too heavy, which I appreciate. My Jeffree Star one is really heavy. But yeah, this one's great. Looks like a little cat. This one retails for $11. And then also what came in the collection is the Witching Hour palette. So this is what the outer packaging looks like, and on the back it's like little cats. I'm pretty sure that's probably what the actual palette itself will look like as well. Yes, exact same. The packaging, if you're interested in keeping these, it is always, you know, ColourPop, they release so many collections. Like they've already released another collection, the Orchid collection, but it's because they have their own factories, so they can come up with these concepts and then they have factories in-house so they can push these products out. So what I've learned is I don't try to keep up with all of ColourPop's collections. I just pick and choose what resonates with me and what I want, because it's impossible to keep up with their collections, honestly. But I knew I had to have this one. I love it. Love it. Okay, and then of course it's got, y'all just don't mind my desk, cute little mirror. And then this is the colors in the palette itself. So I did a purple look pretty recently on my channel, so I was kind of thinking of sticking to the greens today. I just thought it would be, you know, kind of cool and different. So I think that is what I'm going to do. Oh, I love it. Now the palette retails for $22. On ColourPop's website, like literally right before I started filming, this palette is still available. Also, the only other thing that's available is the Super Shock shadows that released with this collection. They have the set like this, and then they also have the individuals, and that's it from the collection that's still available. So I hope if you wanted this stuff, if you were interested, that you picked it up. These Color Shock shadows retail for, oh, look at that. Freaking cute. Does anybody do packaging like ColourPop? I swear they don't. They hit it out of the freaking park, especially with like these Disney collections. Oh, I just can't. I can't even. These retail for $7 each, or you can get the set of 3 for $20. So that's what I'm saying with ColourPop. I know I mentioned this when I did my Tinkerbell collection review. You're really not saving too much when you buy the sets or, you know, the full collection. So if I were you, if you weren't interested in the whole thing, I would really just pick and choose what you're interested in. Okay, so it says, I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Y'all, I'm so cheesy. I know I'm such a dork when it comes to Hocus Pocus, but like, I can't. Okay, so this is To Be Young and Beautiful Again. Is this one here. And I'll give you swatches of all these. I need to give you swatches of the palette too. And then this one, the purple, is Forever Bewitching. And then lastly is Dost Thou Comprehend? That's the one with the skull. Nice. Ooh. We're good. We're good. Still intact. Okay, so let's get some swatches of these Super Shock shadows. Love that one. It's just kind of like the color of my skin, so it would almost just look, my lids look like wet and glossy. Oh, that's it. All 3 of those are so nice. This one, I would say, like, swatched the best. That had the most color payoff, but wow, I mean, what more can you say, you know? Okay, before we move on to the rest of the collection, I'm going to go ahead and give you some swatches of the palette as well. Okay, so not the best swatches, but all of these were literally just one swipe, no primer down, nothing like that. And they all swatch pretty well. I love these jewel tones here. This is another one that will be a great like inner corner or brow bone highlight, and would just make the lid look like wet. So really, really nice colors. They pretty much all swatched pretty well. This one and this one, I would say, are probably like, you know, out of all the colors, those are the ones that swatched that didn't swatch the best. But still, I mean, that's looks pretty dang good to me for just one swatch. Okay, so this is the one from this year. I'm gonna grab the other one so we can compare. Okay, so this is the palette from last year. And you can tell, like, the shades are completely different. Yes, there are purples in both. Yes, there are greens in both, but they are different purples and greens, clearly. The ones that are the closest, I would say, would be the purples. And I'm going to swatch those out. Okay, so this first one is going to be from the old Hocus Pocus collection, and then this one is from the one this year. So that's last year's and this year's. They're pretty similar, but I would say this one's got more like pinkish in it, and this one is more kind of like brownie. I mean, you can tell this one is definitely more of like a purple, where this one is a little bit more muted, like neutrally toned. Okay, now the purple Shimmers. This one is from the one last year, and this is from the one this year. So you can tell, I mean, clearly these are different, and those were the closest colors in the palette. So they're definitely different enough that if you're interested in it, it would be worthwhile to pick it up and, you know, have it in your collection. I don't know if they will re-release these again or not. I don't see them having another Hocus Pocus, you know, collection next year. So this is probably going to be your last opportunity if you want to pick it up to go ahead and, you know, make that decision. Okay, moving right along, we again have got 3 lip colors. Y'all, I have such a funny story. When I was organizing my whole makeup collection, the lip kits from last year, I thought, like, I took all the lip liners out because all my lip liners are in one area of my collection, all my lipsticks are in another area. So I was taking everything out of the box because for a long time I kept all my stuff in the boxes. Which who uses the stuff when it's in the box, right? So taking everything out of the box, putting it all away, I thought that I had kept the lipsticks in the package and thrown them away because I couldn't find them. I went on eBay and I purchased these lip kits again because that is how much I loved last year's collection. And come to find out, I found them after the fact. So I paid like $30-something each on eBay for these to repurchase these lip kits from last year. But anyway, I just thought it was so funny. Now I have 2 collections. I gave one to my daughter, so. But yeah, these are the ones from this year, and these are a completely different formula. The ones last year were a lip liner and a lipstick. These are a lip cream, which I don't know if I've tried the Hocus Pocus lip cream, but again, the packaging is just phenomenal. Okay, so for Sarah, the color is Hello Boys. So Sarah, right? And hers is like, I think this is the one that's black. Let me just make sure. Yes. Okay, I had to make sure that was black. My eyes are not the best. Okay, so here's what the packaging looks like. And this is a black lip cream. And then Winifred's is Tonight We Fly. Come we fly. And hers is like a dark plummy purple. So pretty. Nice like vampy purple. And then that is what the front of her packaging looks like. And lastly, we have Mary. You can't forget Mary. And hers is Calming Circle. And hers is probably going to be the most wearable. It's just like a pinky nude color. And that is what the front of hers looks like. So these retail for $9 each, or you can get a kit, or you could have got a kit of all three for $24. So savings of $3. Okay, and lastly, in this collection, we have something I haven't seen from ColourPop before, but this is a QT Mark face stamp. So it is a spider face stamp is what this is. And so let's get a little look. Cute little spider. So this would be cool for like Halloween or something, you know, just for funsies. Definitely not something you'd use on the reg, but maybe you would, I don't know. But yeah, so that is everything that came in the collection. Again, less the Black Flame candle. I did not get that. But yeah, I really like the diversity that they have in this collection. Off the, you know, just from an outside perspective without using it yet, I like it. But let's see how these products perform, because that's going to be the real test. So I'm going to pull you guys in a little bit closer. We're going to start with the eyes. Well, let me just tell y'all before we start with the eyes, this stamp really is going to stick on there, because I tried to wipe it off like right time we did that stamp, and these will not come off. So yeah, just a little tidbit of information. Now, whenever we are starting, I have already primed my lids with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly Classic. I always go back to that. It's just such a good eye primer in my opinion. And today, yes, I think we are gonna go in with we're definitely going to use some greens, but I kind of want to use it a little bit sparingly. I think I want to use this Color Shock, the one that just looks like a shiny, you know, like a wet look. This is in To Be Young and Beautiful Again. And I want to kind of use that green as like a smoky liner. That's what I think we're going to do. So I'm going to go into Summon Us, which is this brown shade here, and we're going to start off by putting that into the crease. And it's pretty pigmented, which doesn't surprise me with ColourPop. I probably am just going to do one eye on camera, and then I'll catch up the other eye off just for purposes of time. Okay. So there is that. Gonna be pretty simple. And then we're gonna go in to our Color Shock. I'm gonna use my little cat mirror. Good quality mirror too, guys. It's definitely not one of those like funhouse mirrors that you get in some palettes. Okay, so even like just that, right? Even just that is a pretty look, but we're gonna take it up a notch. Okay, I got this little angled brush from Crown Beauty that I'm gonna use. And I think I'm gonna start with the matte shade first. Dust that off. Okay, now I'm going to start kind of like at the middle of my lashes. I saw a picture, I think it was Chrissy Teigen, honestly, which not a fan of her as like a person, but I did like her makeup look that she did. It might have been the look that she did at the Met Gala. But she had on this like smoky green liner, and ever since I saw that, I had wanted to do a look like that. So we're gonna do that today. Now, I am not the best at like winged liner or just like liner in general, to be honest, but we're gonna try. And I know we are gonna have to do some cleanups. That is why we are doing the eyes first. Not the best, but she'll do. She'll do. Now, I'm gonna go into that shimmery green circle of salt here. And this one I didn't mention, it's Fur Black as Black. That does not look like a black to me. So, right? Am I crazy? That does not look black to me. Let's build it up. Why do they call that black? I mean, am I crazy, guys? To me, that looks like a dark, like, forest green. So, either I'm colorblind or, yeah, something. Okay, I'm gonna go into that shimmery green, and I'm just gonna kind of go over this. Now, I kind of need to clean up one little area. So, I'm going to go into Summon Us and kind of clean up this green right here. Just see if we can kind of cover that up. And then I'm gonna kind of sweep a little bit more into that. Okay. So, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah. We are going to clean it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna take a makeup remover and just make this a little bit sharper. Okay, so there is the eye. Very like, I don't know, it's color, but it's like wearable color in my opinion. I think it's just classy. I think it's classy. I would totally wear this to work. But yeah, I'm going to do my other eye, do all my other face products, and then we'll be back to finish up the collection. Okay, we are back. I am going to run you through what I put on my face. I used the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydra Foundation, my Dose of Colors Concealer. I set that all down with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Face Powder. And then for bronzer, I'm using my item. This is the Mood Vibes Bronzer. And when you mix these two together, it really is just like a very natural, neutral looking color. Kind of like our crease shade is exactly what that looks like, really. And then the ColourPop Villains Highlighter. And this is in Maleficent. It's Mistress of All Evil. I thought that would just be a fun one. And then the Cover FX, this is in Sweet Mulberry. and this is what that looks like, and I just mixed these two together. So you see it's not too intense. It looks kind of scary in the pan, but it's not that bad once it gets on your cheeks. And now we are ready to finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go back into our Witching Hour palette, and I'm going to go back into that same little crown brush, and I'm going to go to Fur Black as Black. Dust that off. And I'm just going to go as close to as I can to the lash line. You really want to make sure you're tapping that off. Once you've got your face done, you don't want any like dark color to fall out onto your cheeks. Okay, now I'm going to take a different brush. No product is on this, and I'm just going to kind of smudge this out. Basically just kind of make it a little bit smokier. And that's it. You see how it kind of like softened that line? And that's it for the for the eyes. I may go in, I'm going to use a little brush here. I'm going to go into 300 years. It's been 300 years. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And it almost matches, basically it's like the same color almost as that Super Shock shadow, except it doesn't have the reflect in it that Super Shock has. So you can see how shimmery that Super Shock is, right? Whereas this inner corner is basically like the same color, but it's just like a metallic. There's no shimmer in it. So that is going to be it for the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and catch the other eye up, but I want to run through these colors. So we've got 300 Years, All Hallows Eve, Moon is Round, Summon Us, Under the Ground, Bubble Bubble, Twist the Bones and Bend the Back. I love that. Circle of Salt, Green Newt, Life Potion, Hello Billy, and Fur Black as Black. So, those are the shades in this palette. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eye, and then we'll come back for the lips. All right, we are back. Next, I think we're gonna try this stamp. I am kind of nervous about it because she's still on my hand, but hopefully I got enough layers on that this will not stain my face. Fingers crossed. So, I think I'm gonna put it like right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put one little stamp on. She's cute, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a little friend. Damn it, that one's sideways. Okay, anyway, it's cute, it's whatever. So there is the stamp, and now we get to go into the lip colors, and I think I might try all of these on. Let's start with the lightest one first, which is Mary's shade in Calming Circle. And this is such a nice shade. Everyday shade. These feel very comfortable, very creamy, kind of moussey is what it feels like. But yeah, I like this shade. Very nice, very nice. So here is this one on the lips. Moving right along is Sarah's shade, and this one is Hello Boys. This is the one that I was like the most excited about because it's a purple and I love purple. So oh shit, this is actually the black. Okay. I thought I had grabbed the purple one. I'm gonna get a mirror for this one. It actually is pretty pigmented. I am gonna go in and take like a second dip of this one just to make sure I get that full color. There is the black, and I like it better than I thought I would, honestly. So here it is. It's definitely, shit is black, right? Like very full color, which is good. But it does make me very, very nervous. Just like bleeding. You know, it's not bleeding, but I'm saying it makes me nervous that it would bleed. And I feel like it makes my teeth look more yellow. So, don't like that. But I am going to be a witch for Halloween, and I think this would be such a cool shade. And I do like it. I like it more than I thought I would, but I do think it makes my teeth look more dingy than they actually are. So there's that, but I do really like the color. Just try not to talk if you wear it, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the black. All right, lastly, we're going to do Winifred's shade, which is Tonight We Fly. So it's gonna be the purple. I got it twisted earlier. Oh, I love this color. Get the frick out of here.
I'm going to dip into the shade again.
All right, and here is the dark purple from the collection. So at this point, we have tried everything in the collection, so let's get some like final thoughts. All right, so I am gonna start with the products that I love from this collection and that I think are probably like must-haves. I really like this mirror, guys, and it's $11. It's a good quality mirror. It's not too heavy. If you're looking for a mirror, this is a good one. And it's very cute, yeah. Second, of course, the palette. I thought this palette was, everything that I used performed really well. I will say I don't, oh look, I left the little packaging on the mirror. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay, so everything that I tried from this palette worked really well. Like the aesthetic of it, like the shade names, like the shades themselves. I will say this is a green, so I don't know why they called it black, but you know, that's my only gripe on the palette. But I think if you like Hocus Pocus, If you like Disney, if you're just a collector, if those colors intrigue you, $22 for that palette is not a bad price. And I could see myself getting a lot of use out of it. The Color Shocks. You have to make sure that you keep these lids on tight whenever you replace the lids. They will dry out, but if these colors intrigue you, the Color Shock formula always performs well, always. So it's just if you think you'll use these colors or not. And if you don't think you would use all of them, then I would just pick the one that you like, because like I said, they do dry up faster than the other products. So the lip shades, I really like this. I like all of these, honestly. Obviously, the one I would get the most use out of is this Pinky Nude, which is probably true for all of us. But this Vampy Purple, I love. I really do love it. The formula is very comfortable, creamy, kind of like moussey, like I said. It's not, I've had it on for a few minutes at this point. It's not going to dry down. It will transfer. But yeah, I mean, I like all of these. The only thing that I didn't really like was the stamp. And I knew going into it that I would not get a lot of use out of this product. But I think for Halloween, I just think it's fun. And, you know, this stamp retails for $9. That's not a crazy price. It's just fun. And I liked everything else in the collection. So I was like, bump it. I'll just get everything. Instead of having to pick out everything separately, I just got the whole collection. So that is it for me today, guys. I really enjoy this look. I think that this would even be like a good Christmas look. This eye look, I could see that being very cool for Christmas, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.